Hello everyone, we are Group 3 Sub A. Ang tatalakayin namin ngayon is patungkol sa history of the Philippines. Ang tatalakayin natin ngayon is the Philippines, the Old Stone Age, the New Stone Age, the Iron Age, and the conclusion.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Today, I will be talking about the Philippines. Unahin po natin ang geography of the Philippines. Ang Pilipinas ay isang island country sa Southeast Asia. Ito ay located sa Western Pacific Ocean. Ito ay may isang archipelago na may humigit kumulang 7,641 islands. Dahil sa ating geography, malaki ang epekto nito sa culture, biodiversity at lifestyle. Ibig sabihin, ang pagkakaroon natin ng maraming isla at iba't ibang klima ay dahilan kung bakit iba-iba rin ang kultura at pamumuhay sa bawat rehiyon. Ngayon naman, punta tayo sa historical background. Ang pangalang Philippines ay galing kay King Philip II of Spain noong panahon ng Spanish colonization. Ang bansa natin ay nasa ilalim ng Spanish rule for 333 years at sinundan pa ng 48 years of American rule. Dahil dito, malaki ang naging impluwensya ng Western culture sa ating bansa. Mula sa wika, relihiyon, hanggang sa ating paraan ng pamumuhay. Ngayon naman, let's talk about culture and Western influence. Ang Pilipinas ay may strong Western influences dahil sa Spanish at American colonization. Mula sa mga Spanish, nakuha natin ang relihiyon ng Roman Catholicism. Pati na rin ang mga fiestas at traditions. Habang mula naman sa mga Amerikano, natutunan natin ang education system, governance at lifestyle na ginamit pa rin natin hanggang ngayon. Pumunta naman tayo sa early society and technology. Bago pa dumating ang mga Espanyol, ang mga sinaunang Pilipino ay mayroon ng advanced agricultural practices. Gaya ng rice terraces, marunong din silang gumawa ng tools, weapons at ornaments, at may malawak na kalaman sa maritime navigation para sa trade at exploration. Ibig sabihin, kahit noon pa man, mayaman na sa kaalaman at kultura ang ating mga ninuno.
So, I'll be reporting the Old Stone Age, also known as Paleolithic period. Paleolithic came from the Greek word paleos meaning old and litos meaning stone, kaya siya tinawag na Old Stone Age. This is the earliest and longest period of human history. It started around 2.5 million years to 10,000 years ago. During this time, yung mga humans ay primitive and nomadic. Ibig sabihin nun, palipat-lipat sila ng tirahan kapag wala na silang makukuhang pagkain. Dun sa lugar na yun, lilipat na sila para maghanap ng panibagong makukuhaan ng pagkain. Wala silang permanenteng bahay, kaya umaasa lang talaga sila sa kalikasan. Around 48,000 BC, early humans reached the Philippines by crossing channels and live in Batangas and Palawan. Kasi sa Batangas and Palawan maraming source of food. And they live by depending on nature, nangangaso, nangingisda, and nangunguha ng mga prutas at halaman. Since wala pa namang farming, they had to move from one place to another place para maghanap ng mga bagong source ng pagkain. And habang tumatagal, kumakalat sila at bumubuo ng maliliit na communities para sa lugar tulad ng Sulu, Davao, Zamboanga, Samar, Negros, Laguna, Rizal, Bulacan at Cagayan. So, next naman is the first tool of man. And isa sa pinakamahalagang development ng panahong ito ay ang paggawa nila ng stone tools. The first stone tools made by humans were found in riverbeds. Ginagamit nila ito sa pangangaso, paghihiwa ng karne at pang-protekta laban sa mga wild na animals. And may dalawa silang uri ng tools, flake tools and cobble tools. How the stone tools were made? Direct percussion is the humans roughly shape the rock with a stone hammer. Next is using a hammer made of wood or bone. They sharpen the edges. Next is pressure flaking. They trim the edge by pushing the stone surface using the wood or bone by creating fine and sharp edges tool. So next, sa Pilipinas, maraming evidence na nakita na nagpapatunay na may tao na noong Paleolithic period. Sa Tabon Caves ng Palawan natagpuan ng mga archaeologists ang mga flake tools, animal bones, and human fossils. Ang mga ito ay gawa sa chert, isang mga matitigas na uri ng stones. Ang mga natuklasan ito ay tinatayang mula 16,000 hanggang 8,000 BC, which means matagal nang may naninirahan dito sa bansa. May na-discover din sa Lorente Cave sa Peñablanca, Cagayan na may mga katulad na kagamit. Dahil dito tinawag ang Palawan na Cradle of Philippine Civilization.
Good day everyone. Now I will discussing the New Stone Age, also known Neolithic period, and the importance of stone tools in our history, especially in the Philippines. The Neolithic period is an important stage in history kung saan natuto ang ating mga ninuno na magtanim at manirahan sa isang lugar, at ito din ang simula ng kanilang agrikultura at permanenteng pamayanan. Stone tools, implements of ancient people. Ang mga kagamitang bato ay mahalaga sa buhay ng mga sinaunang tao. Ginagamit nila ito sa paggagawa ng bahay, paghahanap ng pagkain, at iba pang araw-araw na gawain. Stone implements and their local names sa iba't ibang uri sa Pilipinas. Mayroon tayong mga lokal na katawagan para sa mga kagamitang bato. Una ay yung thunder tooth na tinatawag na ngipit doldag, at lightning tooth na tinatawag na namang tango hanlinti at dilalatik na lightning tang. Ito ay nagpapakita ng ating mayamang kultura at kasaysayan. Adzes in the Neolithic period. Stone adze discoveries in the Philippines. Ang mga adzes ay natagpuan sa iba't ibang lugar sa Pilipinas, tulad ng Arco Cave sa Cagayan, Duyong Cave sa Palawan, Dimot sa Isabela, at Candaba sa Pampanga. Ito ay nagpapakita na ang ating mga ninuno ay may malawak na kaalaman sa paggamit ng mga kagamitang bato. Stone adze discoveries in the Philippines. Ang mga adzes ay natagpuan sa iba't ibang lugar sa Pilipinas, tulad ng Arco Cave sa Cagayan, Duyong Cave sa Palawan, Dimot sa Isabela, at Candaba sa Pampanga. Ito ay nagpapakita na ang ating mga ninuno ay may malawak na kaalaman sa paggamit ng mga kagamitang bato. The cultural and economic activities. Around 300 BC, ang ating mga ninuno ay nakikipagkalakalan sa iba't ibang mga bansa. Ang pagdating ng porselanang Chino ay nagdulot ng kompetisyon sa lokal na industriya ng palayok. In conclusion, ang panahon daw ng Neolitiko at ang mga kagamitang bato ay nagpapakita ng ating mayamang kasaysayan at kultura. Dapat nating pahalagahan at ipagmalaki ang ating mga ninuno at ang kanilang mga ambag sa ating lipunan.
Philippines. It replaced stone tools directly. No clear Bronze Age stage unlike other countries. So sinasabi dito, the Iron Age is the time when people started using iron tools and moving and weapons instead of stones. So in other country, nagsimula kasi sila sa sa bronze, tapos nagsimula sila sa stones, tapos sa bronze, tapos bigla sila nag-jump into iron. So in the Philippines, ang nangyari, nag-stones tayo, tapos in-skip natin yung bronze age. So hindi na tayo nag-bronze age, nag-jump agad tayo sa iron age. So what did they use iron for? Iron was used to make tools like knives, axe, spearheads, adzes. Adzes is to make to shape woods from ginagamit yung adzes pang shape ng mga woods. These tools help people with farming, hunting, and building homes. How iron was used in early Philippines and how it changed people's lives. So a long time ago, people used bronze for making houses and for farming and also for hunting. So, but then they discovered these tools, iron. They discovered iron and everything started to improve. So, how iron was used? Iron was stronger and more durable than stone. They helped people clear lands for farming, boosted food production and population growth. So, how iron used? Iron is such a stronger and lasts longer than stone. Early Filipinos used iron tools to clear lands for farming, which helped them grow more food. Because of this, the population grew and small communities became bigger. Smelting and refining. Early Filipinos learned extraction and smelting of ores. However, there was limited local mining. Many metal items were likely imported or traded. So, long time ago, early Filipinos learned how to extract metal from rocks, called ores, by heating them in very hot fires. This process is called smelting. It melts the metal so it can be shaped like weapons or tools. So refining means purifying the metal to remove any leftover impurities and making it stronger, cleaner, and better tools for making jewelry. However, in the Philippines, there weren't a lot of big mining land operation to deep digging for metal. So even though people knew how to smelt metal, they didn't have a lot of raw material from their own land. So ang ginawa nila, nakipag-trade sila sa mga ibang bansa ng mga local goods like spices, gold, pearls. Ginagamit nila itong pan-trade sa mga weapon. Yun yung ginamit nila. So, dito naman sa culture impact growth of trade and social groups. Better craftsmanship, use of gold, bronze, and copper was mostly for jewelry. So dito, in cultural impact, the use of iron helped increase trade between communities. So parang natulungan tayong ma-increase yung pagtitrade natin sa mga ibang country. People become better in making pottery, jewelry, and other ornaments. So, ang cultural impact nito ay parang naging gahado tayong gumawa ng mga pottery and jewelry. Mas na-enhance tayo or na-improve gawa ng tools na to. Gold, bronze, and copper were mostly used for making jewelry, not tools or weapons. So, ang nangyari, di ba ginamit na natin yung iron? So, yung gold at saka yung mga bronze at copper, hindi na nila ito mas ginamit pang tools na panggawa. Instead, ginawa na lang itong parang design or jewelry or kayamanan, ganun, pang design. Hindi na nila ito ginamit ng tools or weapons. Hindi na nila ito hindi na nila ito ginamit pang gawa ng weapons or tools. So sabi dito, Scholar Insight by Robert Fox. There is no real evidence of a Bronze Age in the archipelago. The transition was from the stones to iron tools. So dito, yun nga, sinabi ko nga kanina, sabi ni Robert Fox, ang Pilipinas daw ay nag-skip sa Bronze Age. So, nag-move straight from stone to iron age tayo. Dito naman sa sabi dito, in Calayan Caves, Masbate, archipelago found iron and bronze tools. So, sabi dito, sa Calayan Cave, Masbate, nahahanap daw ng mga archipelago yung iron and bronze tools. In Palawan naman, metal ornaments were discovered inside the cave, sa ilalim ng mga cave, naka-buried. So, people living in hill settlements use iron tools for farming.
Hi guys, I'm Jeremy D. Cibulo. I will discuss the Iron Age of the Philippines. Okay, let's talk about the Iron Age in the Philippines. A significant era that began around 500 BC. This period marked a turning point in the Filipino prehistoric as communities experienced major changes in technology, culture, and social organization. The early metal tools in the Philippines, around 500 BC. The earliest metal tools, primarily are bronze and brass, started to appear in the archipelago. This introduction of metal tools marked a technological shift from stone to metal. It allowed people to work more efficiently in farming, fishing, and building, and crafting. These tools didn't just improve productivity, they changed their daily life. With metal tools, early Filipinos could now live more stable life. Farming became more effective, which meant food could be produced in larger quantities. This turn in supported larger population and help from bigger communities. These communities grew from small kinship bands into larger villages, often located at near water sources like rivers and coasts. This strategic location made travel and trade easier, allowing interaction between settlements. Cultural development during the Iron Age. Culturally, this period is known in incipient phase 500 BC to 1 AD, defined by anthropologist F. Landal Hucano. During the time, we see evidence of shared cultural traits across different parts of the Philippines. This was made possible by increased contact between villages, likely through trade and travel, which led to similar artifact design being found in different regions. These shared designs are a sign of developing cultural identity across the archipelago. Additionally, this era saw the production of better pottery, showing advancement not just in tools but also in art and daily household technology. In summary, the Iron Age in the Philippines was more than just time of new tools. It was a turning point in the early Filipino society. It brought technological advancement through metal tools, a more stable and productive lifestyle, the growth of villages and communities, and the spread of shared cultural traditions across the islands. This era laid the foundation for the future societal development, leading up for complex societies, and eventually form a governance and trade system.